I was hungry. Alright?
Yeah, you're a glutton. That's what I said.
Wow. Way to be a jerk. Way to be a jerk. And,
I'm just telling the
anyway.
truth, dude.
Telling the truth, I think you're... Well, I was actually gonna say something else, but, I don't want to make myself sound like an idiot that doesn't know grammar by saying exasperating the truth. Know what I mean?
No, I feel you. Here's my thing. There we go.
Just make sure we can hear ourselves. Yep. Oh, look at you juggling.
You know me.
Juggling.
Been practicing.
Always practicing, always trying to get good.
Yeah, of course. The way, like, it goes, bro.
The way it goes. Well, we're live, but let's so let's start this off. Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? This is your boy Herb, once again coming to you from La Esquina de Contento, aka the Content Corner.
Once again, you're mad extra. So everybody is Lens, also coming from you, from a place with angles. See, I'm not as good as you at these things.
Listen, when you're born and raised a weeb, you learn to be extra. So.
Johnny.
Wow. Wow.
Proud of you.
I don't have a bow, so I'll just settle for this. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Anyway,
We are back.
So
Back again with a little bit of Division Dos.
Division Dos. And why don't we tell the people at home what we will what we'll be discussing today, Lens.
We're gonna be talking about Molly's Game. I think it's the film from like 2017 about this chick who runs an illegal poker club. Technically illegal, technically not illegal.
Well, it doesn't start out illegal.
It doesn't start out illegal, but you know,
It's not illegal so long as you're not breaking the law.
Yeah. It's definitely a movie that made both me and Herbert here feel very poor.
Oh God, it's so poor, so poor.
So much money being thrown around, just so casually.
So much. Just like why? Ugh. Anyway. That being said, why don't you set us up with that bounty, friends? When we go hunt that chick, Lori Baker, aka Termite. Yep. For those who don't play Division, as we're actually gonna go get the first manhunt bounty of the season. So
there you
season
are.
2 has just started. All right, so as stated before, Molly's Game. If you haven't seen it, spoiler warning ahead. Go watch it, and then come back and enjoy this, or just leave it running in the background and give us a view because you love us. Either way works.
Either way works, honestly. I don't mind.
I don't mind either way. So, Molly's Game. First off, I want to start off by saying that this movie, based on a true story.
Word. Like when they said that, I was like, nah, I don't believe it. I had to look it up, and yeah, it's based off a true story, and it is. That's some white people shit right there, man. Like honestly.
Oh my God. Yeah, man, it's ridiculous. It's absurd. So Molly was a girl who was on her way to try to become the #1 mogul skier, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah.
She was doing mogul skier in the U.S. At a young age, when she threw out her back, she realized no, it was
she was going for the Olympics.
Oh Jesus! Alright, I'm gonna be there in a second, buddy. I'm gonna be there in a second. Just
Did you control?
Maybe.
Where did you even go?
Actually, so it looked like the mission was a little closer. So I went to the mission, and I ran from that side. Come on, buddy. There we go. All right, cool. Allies did something. All right. So, yeah. Don't worry about it. So as I was saying, yeah. So she was gonna be. It was qualifiers for the U.S. Like she was in Alaska, which was supposed to be like basically qualifying for the Olympics themselves, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When the movie started. Yeah. So she wanted to be #1. She's trying to be #1 in the U.S. so that way she could go to the Olympics. And you guys ever heard the line, "Hey, how's it feel to be the bronze medal?" Yeah, she didn't even make it that far, unfortunately. But it wasn't her fault. It was a freak, like, 1 in a billion accident.
Yeah, it was really ridiculous. Apparently, like, what did they call it? A pine ball or?
Yeah, it was like pieces of like pine tree that they put on the. Oh Jesus, Lens, you're down.
I'm fine. I got myself.
Yeah, it's pieces of pine that they put on the track on the slope, because at the speeds you're skiing down that mountain, you basically lose your sense of depth, especially when everything's just white powder.
White, yeah.
So what they do is they put these little twigs out that you can ski past no problem, and that way you can still like judge your distances as you're going at such high speeds. So on a freak accident, one of the ones I guess that they had originally put up from like a few runs before hers, I guess like if I remember, it basically just kind of froze in place, right?
Yeah, it froze in place and it was sticking up. So therefore it clipped the
unlatched
edge
her.
of her. Yeah. So when she went for the jump, it was just. Yeah. It worked out so hard.
And then. Yeah, and then when she hit the ramp, she made it to the ramp, hit the ramp. This is not the way. This is not the way. This is not the way. Like I don't know how many times you want me to say.
Listen, I was just following you, man. You look so confident.
True. I was confident, and then my confidence was rewarded by despair. So, yeah, so she hits the ramp with only one ski still attached, and that causes her to flip, and she lands on her head, 100% on her head. Were the stairs? Okay. Coming up, the stairs hadn't rezzed in for me, so I was walking up on air. The stairs. And then when I turned back to double check, it was just like, nah, the stairs are there. What are you talking about?
You're going crazy, dude.
Yeah, apparently. So yeah, so directly on her head, which basically like, you know, well, not basically, completely made it so she couldn't do it, run moguls ever again. So she moves to LA and works for this. What is he, a producer?
He is a guy who just works in quote unquote the industry. Like he just knows famous people. Like I think he works in real estate.
Maybe
like,
something like that. Job. Not important what he does. It's just a guy who knows mad rich / famous people. So, and then while she's working as basically his secretary, 24/7 access secretary, which is
she's being abused. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Like, yo, how are you gonna text me? My shift starts at 9. How are you gonna text me at 3 in the morning saying get me bagels for breakfast, and then not tell me where you want the bagels from?
So when I get you bagels, that's on my way and convenient to me, you give me shit about it.
Like, oh my god. Anyway, as stated before, so she gets, you know, her job sucks, but then her boss one day tells her, hey, we're doing a poker game, call these guys and let them know that we're on at this location. So she does, and she sees mad, like, famous and rich people. Some celebrities, some like ex-Olympic athletes and all this shit. It's wild. And she basically just like keeps track of all the, you know, all the bids, all the buy-ins and everything.
Oh god.
And she's extremely intelligent. Like, how fast would you say she like learned about poker while sitting there, like in a night? Just from,
Nah,
like,
I mean, like, she took her time, like, while she was sitting there, like, watching the game, you know, collecting money and, like, keeping track of, like, all the numbers and stuff. She was, like, researching terms. One thing I'll say is that she was just efficient. She was really efficient with her time.
oh yeah.
She knew how to, oh boy. I'm good, I think.
Are you?
Nope, I'm not. I'm not good. Help.
I'm trying, dude. Oh god, ankle biter. I think I have plenty of health. That's fine. Alright, let's just get you up, buddy. If this guy could, well, this woman could just back up.
Just keep holding it. Just keep holding it. It's just still working. Oh no!
Oh my god, she hit me! So, alright. You need to die.
Anyway, well, let's deal with these people. So, she starts
yeah,
learning
you
about
talk
poker.
like
Starts learning about poker, learning about, like, you know, the terms and, like, the nuances of the game. She gets interested. One thing that, like, she really had going for her is just her capacity to learn and her ability to just adapt to things. So she sees this as an opportunity to, I don't want to say get
assistance needed.
The people that are in the game. Oh, don't die, Herbert.
Hold on.
But she does see this as a way to kind of change her life a little bit. So I'm gonna skip a bunch of abuse that she gets from her dick boss, but when she gets the opportunities to, she kind of takes the game away.
Alright, you're up.
Thanks, buddy.
That's the target agent.
Jesus.
She appeals to the players, and she understands that, like, hey, like, if you want a poker game to be legit, you know, you need the players to do it.
Quick side note, a significant early figure in this movie is portrayed by Michael Cera. Yo! And he does a fantastic job.
Michael Cera's great. He's such a savage in this movie.
Oh my god. Yo, what was the line, Lens? It's like... Actually, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
The line is so good.
Yeah, so
But,
she sets up a new game. Oh my goodness, it's cool. I'm good. She sets up a new game and invites all the players, and then she was like, hey, you have a choice. Like, you can go back to the other place where you were playing poker, which was like a bar. It was okay, but, you know, it wasn't like a very, like, high class place. She rented out. Basically, she, like, got in a hotel room. Real nice.
The penthouse.
The penthouse. Like, super nice room. Waiters, really good food. And, like, the access was, like, pretty much, like, 24/7. Oh boy. Oh no. Herbert.
Yes. I'm fighting the named. What are you doing?
Try to survive.
Oh no.
I have enough health.
Alright, I'm coming to you.
I'm good. Don't even worry about it.
I'm coming.
But yeah, so she basically provides a better location for these people to, you know, have their game.
Super better location. Like, it's day and night.
Yeah. So they decide, you know what? Fine. Like, we'll stick with her game. It's better. The people are here. Well, why not? So the game is now hers. She's got
an A12, by the way.
Bank. Well, it doesn't matter where she is.
So much bank.
Oh.
That's another one down.
Find anything good?
Job, agent.
I got a Dark Winter.
Oh, that's an SMG, right?
It is an SMG, which
Yeah,
killing an enemy with a crit hit grants 50% crit hit damage. I mean, it's okay.
it's alright. Whatever.
Okay.
Whatevs.
Anyway. Yeah, so she starts making money because it's customary for the people who were involved in the game at the end of the night to tip the person who set up the game, because otherwise they wouldn't have the game. She hires a professional dealer. She like gets like a professional table. Like it's real nice.
Next mission, please, Lens.
You got it. Let me set that up.
Also, like you mentioned that the table also had the electronic shuffler built into the table, right?
No, she hired a dealer, like a professional like person who like worked in a casino, I think.
Oh no, it's later that she gets the electronic one to deal out the hands faster, right?
No,
she did put that in at some point. No. It's mentioned she puts it in there because it's like a faster hand. You still have the dealer, but he's not shuffling the cards at one point. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's not a computer literally dealing out the hands. It's literally just like the machine shuffles the cards, but the dealer still deals them out.
Whatchamacallit. So after she takes the
that's a great candy bar.
Hands, it is a great candy bar. Yeah, after she takes the game over and she gets all the people, she starts bringing in bigger fish to fry. Before it was kind of like, no, just people who had money, who just like knew this guy. After that, she teamed up with one of the best players at the table, and he was like, get me more players. He's like, I want this smoke.
I want fresh meat.
Word. He was a shark and he was hungry. So she.
I want to point out this was at this point still completely legal what she was doing.
Absolutely.
100% legal.
Started scouting out people who had money, people who. That which is not part of the mission.
It's not, but they're right next to it, so they're gonna attack. I literally just walked up towards the mission, and then
Oh, we are surrounded.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna try to fall back. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. You should fall back, Lens.
You should fall back.
Agent down.
Oh. As I say it.
I'm okay. I'm fine.
Are you though?
Yeah, it's like nothing happened.
Alright, cool. Who's in here? Is this someone in here?
Yeah, someone's
We'll deal with them later.
Or
I don't see them though. Anyway. So yeah, so it's still 100% legal only because she's not breaking in like off the pot. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's basically just what is it? She charges them to enter. Like there's a weekly fee to enter the location, but the pot
which basically serves
all the,
as upkeep.
Yeah.
You know, for
and then they tip her. She doesn't ask for tips. They just give her tips, and that's extra cash for her. But she provides locale. She provides the service. Not to mention the room service that comes in. And but the pot all goes to the players. 100% to the players.
So just to give you a sense of like the scale that we're dealing with here, right? Before the game was in her hands, I think it was the first night that she like dealt with all of this. Her dick boss told the players to tip her, and she made $3 grand in the night. The first night, $3 grand.
And that was a lot, at least for me.
$3 grand in one night, like just like just sitting there and like putting in numbers on a spreadsheet. Come on.
Yo, that was one of my favorite. That's one of my like favorite early scenes for this movie is when her boss tries to get on her for like talking to Michael Cera's character, and it's just like he goes like, oh, it's like, And it's like, are you keeping track of the buy-ins? And she's like, yeah. It's like, how? Where's your pen and paper? And she's like, she points to her laptop and goes, it's on the spreadsheet. And he's just like, oh. Alright then.
He's such a jerk.
Yo, but he didn't even know what a spreadsheet was.
He didn't.
That's what got me.
Wild.
Oh, man. But yeah.
So, after that,
Mad cash.
we're talking like pots were getting to like, you know, your average pot
Hundreds
was
of
around,
thousands of
like,
dollars.
50 grand, 100 grand if like things were getting spicy. It was a lot of money being thrown around.
It is. It is a lot of money. So much money. And no healer box for you.
So, after Michael Cera's character, you know, starts asking for bigger fish to fry, she starts scouting, going to like little poker places, talking to like some bigwigs. They even got like
At the time, champion of poker.
Yeah, the world poker champion. So when she said that, Michael Cera's character was just like, "What are you doing? He's the champion." And then she immediately points out all his flaws in his game. And Michael Cera's like, "Ooh, okay." And I think it was at that point where he said the line that we were both like, "Wow, okay."
So yeah, because he basically said like, you know, I don't even like poker. And she goes, well, then why do you play? And his response is, because I like destroying lives. I'm like, wow!
Savage.
Wow!
Savage.
Just,
like,
there's no need for that. I don't need that. There's no need for that kind of animosity. You know?
We were just playing a nice, good, friendly game of poker with like high stakes. He's talking about destroying lives, man. Like,
They know you're coming.
that's unnecessary.
Like, all right then. But eventually, he tries to tell her, oh, raise the pot to what was it? 100K a buy-in, right? Or is it?
I think it was. Yeah, I think so.
Because I know when she opens it up later, the
blinds
she opens
before
up.
were 501,000, and I think he wanted to up it to like 10,000, 2,000. Oh, sorry, 10,000, 20,000 for the big.
I know the buy-in. He said he wanted 100K buy-in, so that the money was like really up there. So
she was like, whoa,
and
calm down now.
Ooh, Black Tusk keybox.
What did you get?
And
What'd you get?
Useless. Trash. Basura. Garbaggio. Nothing but shit for Christmas.
You can dismantle them. You know?
I did.
Alright, well, there you go.
So, yeah, and she's like, oh, you know, people are going to lose so much money, they're not going to want to pay. And it's like, yeah, but then when they win, they'll win so much money.
Exactly. So they had a disagreement about that, which is where things kind of started to turn south for her. So,
yeah,
she was in the money for a while. Like, she was doing.
She was killing it.
She was killing it. She was making like, oh no.
Please, I was gonna say, please don't get hit by that minigun.
I mean, I did.
Well, I took off his healer pack.
Cool. And hang on, take care of the ads. One guy's running away from me. Alright, take care of the ads.
And I clipped the belt on his minigun, so have at him. So yeah, they disagreed about that, and he wasn't happy about it. Did I just waste all? Ah, god damn it! He hunched over and wasted all my stacks. Son of a bitch.
Ooh, do you want a Carnage?
Nah. I already have one.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, because he disagreed with that, he basically tells her, the only reason this is working right now is because of me. Like, I'm the only reason that you have this. I'm the one who's actually bringing them in, the people in, not you. And sure enough, the following week for the game, she gets a call. No, was it a call?
She was on her way to the game.
Yeah.
And then
On her way to the game, she gets a text.
Yeah, she gets a text.
System reactivated.
That's what it was.
I'm not
She
sure
gets a
who
text,
sent it to
then a
her.
call. It was Michael Cera's character.
Oh, okay. I know he called her. I forgot he texted her. So basically,
Yeah, it
it
was
was
the
saying
same,
that like, oh, there's no
The
need to
game was
show up.
moved or something.
Yeah, he was moved over here. No need to show up. And like he calls her and leaves her a pretty spiteful message.
Saying you're
Yes.
so fucked.
Yeah, and so essentially he just stole the game away from her.
Yep.
Savage.
Straight savage. And she ends up losing everything and then moves to New York.
Yep.
And
So she was so
where
mad.
yup, that she made a new game in New York, where the buy-ins, well, the girls that she got to work for her for this game,
They were all like
were
super
like
experienced.
yeah, and they had access to like really high-end like money people because they were always around like I don't know if they worked at a hotel where like celebrities would stay at or and like entrepreneurs and shit, but they could just get there and then like at the wherever they worked, she'd be like, yeah, just tell people about this game, and it's like, oh, what's the buy-in? And she's like, 250,000. I'll buy in. I'm like, what?
$250,000. We're talking like you go out. You know, I've had poker nights before. You know, you go out, you chill, and, you know, maybe you bring $40 with you for a buy-in. Have a couple beers, maybe eat some pizza. No. You want to play in this game? You better be ready to sell your house.
But I live there.
Not anymore. Hey, bright side, if you win, you can live multiple places. If you lose, you know, just don't lose.
Just don't lose.
Heads up.
Just don't
lose.
You know, let's not think
They
about
sent
what may
multiple
happen.
squads back down into the building.
So she starts making more bank there than she did in LA. And she wanted the game to get so big that word would spread to LA, so it would get back to Michael Cera's character and be like, fuck you.
Basically, she wanted this to be a big old fuck you to that guy. But in order to do that, she started needing to attract people with a lot of money. Like, entrepreneurs weren't cutting it anymore.
And she did. And she did.
She did. So she found out the
There's
biggest
just-
games in New York were happening in Brooklyn and with a.
Oh, and not yet. Not yet. You're forgetting what led to her having to start raking first. Because this was still all 100% legal.
Oh yeah.
Until a certain point. Which is because this one guy ended up using fake chips.
Yeah. Oh, who is that guy from Stranger Things with the haircut? What's his name?
I forget his name.
Oh my goodness. He was a bully, and then he wasn't anymore. Now he works in the ice cream shop in season 3.
Oh man, I never saw Stranger Things.
Yeah,
That's too much of it.
Oh, dude, it's fun.
Never since I didn't watched it.
Legitimately good.
I mean, I have a lot I need to catch up on. During the semester, I don't really like watch too much.
That's fair. I respect it. But we're not in the semester anymore. Okay. So
Yeah, I'm
you
trying
have-
to catch up to everything
you
now.
have
I have a
no
lot to
excuses.
watch.
Wait, what's on your? What's on? Alright, there's a little segue here. Though. What's on your queue, buddy?
Oh my god. What's in my queue?
Yeah, what's on your queue?
Well, I've managed to finish it and get through there. That's on my queue. I think there's one of. Oh, I have to watch Dragon Prince. Still gotta start that.
Still on your queue.
That's probably next. Because I've managed to watch all of Castlevania. I managed to watch The Witcher.
Just headed down from the roof.
Yeah, caught up with like all the DC shows. Yeah. And then, you know, the essentials. The bare
The
essentials.
essentials. Gotcha.
I don't know. I felt like Stranger Things was not high on the list. It's on the list. It's just not high on the list.
That's fair. While I mean, I recommend it to people, but is it drop everything you have now? You have to watch it. No. It's just a solid.
It is
watch.
what it is.
It's a solid watch.
It's a solid watch.
Anyway,
Looks
back
like
on
they're
topic.
Taking up defensive positions around a
Yeah, the kid from Stranger Things. I guess you'll for you to be like, ah, that's that guy from Molly's game. So he used fake chips because he was losing and
He didn't have the money.
He didn't have the money to pay. So Molly
That ended up
tried
costing
to-
her money.
Yeah, she had to like. She didn't want to like be that type of person where it's just like, well, I'm gonna like use physical force and whatnot. But she was like, listen, I'll cover you.
You know, like when Brian owed
You're-
Stewie $50. Where my money, man? Where
Yeah.
my money?
Exactly. Like, she didn't want to be that type of person. But she was definitely like, listen, I'll cover you. You have to pay me back. Otherwise, like, I'm going to let everybody know. And I mean everybody. Never to let you, like, play or socialize with them, like, ever again.
5% complete.
It was wild. But then she started having a rake because of that. Like, she kept trying to earn the cost back.
Like, a pot got too big. I think a pot got into, like, the millions range.
Something like that, yeah.
And so she was like, well, I can't, like, no matter what happens at this point, I cannot pay that out.
Yep.
You know? Like, whoever wins that
Unless...
hand. Unless I take a cut.
Yeah.
And the moment she did
That was
that,
the only way.
the game became illegal. Who is shooting our thing?
Right, this guy right here. I'm like... Oh, my God. Can you... Yo, this man right here! Get out of our... Anyway.
I got myself.
I got yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, so game becomes illegal, and then eventually she meets more people, and one of the guys, who he's like basically in love with her and keeps talking to her when he comes to the games. It's like, oh yeah, I get invited to all these games with the Russians in Brooklyn because they're like one of the biggest games in New York at the time.
They got.
Oh, cool. We made it. They got that. It's like they got what did they say? They got big wallets, fast hands, something like that.
Yeah, basically they bet a lot, they pay instantly, and they're not very good.
Yeah. So she starts getting the Russians involved. Oh God, what the hell is that?
What is what?
Oh, it's one of those grenades. Never mind.
Oh,
They had
it,
one of those like.
pulses and damages you.
Yeah, that shit. That shit. So yeah, so we had that. And then what got me is that once you started inviting the Russians, at one point this dude apparently still wanted to play, didn't have cash to give her to like buy into the game, and was like, this is the part where I lost it.
He's like, hey, I
100%
woke up late
lost
and
it.
I couldn't get to an ATM. I hope you'll take this as collateral. What he gives her?
And oh my God,
It's,
fuck this guy. Fuck this
I
guy.
got so mad.
Whoever he is, if you ever watch this, yo, fuck you. I don't know who you are,
System
but
disrupted.
fuck you.
So he shows
Oh
up
man.
with an authentic Monet painting.
System back online.
Fucking Monet.
I
And what
think it
gets
was
me,
valued at like $6 million.
7 million. 7 million.
Goodness.
You got those guys right, because I'm about to kill the names like right now.
So your kill.
Never mind. You did steal my kill, you jerk.
Nah, no kills for you. Get that out of here.
So yeah, so I was like 7 million, and then this man walked around New York City New York fucking City with a Monet painting wrapped only in brown paper bag, essentially.
Like, weaker than, flimsier than the ones you get from Whole Foods.
Bro, this is like the shit that you get at a bodega, a deli, some shit like that.
All 3 priority targets down
I mean,
to the
that's how I
sheriff.
knew it
It's
was
just-
New York, because like that paper was authentic. But like, jeez, come on, it's worth $6 million. He was like, yeah, I just grabbed it off the wall today. And I was just like, what?
Why?
Why? It's so much. It's
on
so
my-
valuable.
Reinforcements entering
And
the
then
building.
she was like, what are you?
Agent.
Here, all right, I have somewhere to keep it, but like I can only give you like $2 million worth of like chips for this. I like you need to calm down.
I was just like, and I got so upset. I got so upset.
Like I was
Oh
I already felt poor with all these people just walking in. It's like, I lost like 200K tonight. It's whatever. I'm like, okay, it's whatever. But this man walking in with the $7 million painting like is nothing.
Just
Christ.
like, oh my god, I hated him. I hate him. I don't even know who he is. I hate him.
Never felt poor in my life.
Yo, he is the out of all the people, all the rich people, and all the money that was stated in that movie, he is the one who made me feel the most poor. That man right there. I don't know who the fuck he is.
That
He's the one who
right
made me
there.
feel the most poor.
That's a power move.
It's like, yeah, you know, I just pulled it off my wall. It was just there. What?
Yeah, you know. As you do.
So upsetting. So upsetting. Like, I can only dream of being that rich one day. I can only dream.
Word. That's a special type of rich right there.
Like, you know, it's funny. I think what upsets me the most is like, even if I became that rich, even if I could just pull a Monet off my wall just cause, I still wouldn't do it because it's a fucking Monet.
Word.
Like, what? And that's what gets me tight. Because he's just like a rich schmuck. He's like, yeah, I got money. I can just buy another one. Bitch! Yeah, you can buy another Monet. Sure, whatever. But is that one going to exist in the world anymore? No, it's not. Like, oh my god.
I feel you, buddy. I feel you. We had to.
Anyway.
We had to pause the movie out of like how much like I started sweating at how poor I was.
Just like,
Ridiculous.
hot flashes, bro. Hot flashes. Just,
All clear.
like, you know that,
Flashback to
Key and
abandoned
Peele
location.
skit where what do you call it? Where
I
Peele
know
is like
exactly what you're
sweating
talking about.
profusely.
Profusely. Oh my goodness.
That.
Man was gonna die.
The man was gonna die from dehydration. Just I was like, yo, this is wild. This is wild. But, wow. So remember when you asked if I wanted a Carnage?
Did it just drop you a Carnage?
It just gave me one for leveling up.
Nice.
So
I think I got a Night Watcher.
oh my, I'm keeping this Carnage. I'm keeping this Carnage.
Is it a god roll?
It has 2 out of 3 perfect stats, and the last one I have that I can get it to perfect, so it may as well be a god roll.
Nice. Always a
Oh,
good
man.
feeling when that happens.
It is. It is. Oof. Actually, this would be great for my status effect build. Well, maybe once it's not as nerfed. But yeah, I'm just like, yo, fuck this guy. So the game gets really high stakes with all that, and then at one point, I forget who it was. I think it was the same guy who introduced me to the Russians, but it's like, oh, I have some other friends that like want to meet you, whatever. And they basically said, we want in on this business.
Right. They're like, hey, we
Um,
can provide you with protection. We can like make sure that everybody's paying up, make sure everything's good. And she kind of got the feeling like, these guys seem like, you know what? I don't need them. You know,
Yeah.
not even like, because she didn't know that they were like gangsters or in the mafia or anything, and they were.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go to the booth really quick.
You got it. And they were, but she was like, you know what? I don't need them. It's fine. So she declines politely. And they're like, okay. She heads back to her apartment. I think it's Christmas. Christmas break.
Yeah, I don't think it wasn't the same day. It was like a couple days later, with like within a week of that meeting.
Yeah. She goes back to her apartment. Like the games are all shut down. Like, you know, she stops it all because everybody's like going away and whatnot. She starts going in. She even says that she doesn't remember where she was coming from, but she remembers she was like just heading home.
Yeah.
Doorman's like, hey, you got a package upstairs. Goes upstairs.
I'll send it up or whatever.
Yeah, send it up. She goes upstairs. Package comes through. Well, her door rings. Opens the door. Dude just fucking starts attacking her. Like, savage.
Quick side note before we go into this. You ever notice how often, and this is to the audience, people in movies and TV never check through the peephole to see who the fuck is at the door.
Honestly,
Ever.
That's what it's there for. Like,
it's like, yo,
just look real quick.
Just fucking look. Just take a peek. Just take a goddamn peek. Yeah,
this is not somebody I recognize. You know what? I'm gonna walk away.
I was like, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna just.
I'm not gonna open the door.
If anything, I'm gonna lock it even more.
Word. Call the cops, maybe. Who knows? But yeah. So the dude walks in, starts beating her up. She's like, I have money. He's like, where? So he robs her, beats her up some more, and then like basically he gives her a message. Like, that offer that you got was not a request, it was a demand. And then she, like, falls unconscious and the guy, like, leaves. Fucking traumatizing moment right there. Wild.
It really is, though, a traumatizing moment.
So, she ends up... She kind of, like, waits a little bit. She waits like the whole time. She doesn't go to the hospital because she's like, people are gonna start asking questions. Like, I'm not gonna call the cops because like that's gonna be like, things are gonna get too hot. So she decides to take the break to heal. And I think on her way to like the first game, like after the break, she gets a call from the guy who said like, oh, like he's in love with her, and she's like, all right, what do you want? He starts like bumbling, like incoherently.
Oh, I didn't mean to hurt you when I talked to him. I didn't tell him anything about you. I never wanted to hurt you.
I never do that to you. And she's like, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm hiding in the bathroom. And he's like, why are you in the bathroom? What do you mean? Where are you? He's like, they're here, blah, blah. And she's like, wait, who's here? Don't come. Like, they're investigating. And so she puts two and two together. She's like, shit. Like, they're here to bust the game. So she decides, all right, I'm not heading there. I'm gonna take what money I have on hand. She checks her bank account, I think, at that time.
It was zeroed out already.
Yeah, it was zeroed out, like completely.
Oh, and also what caused panic, she got a text from one of the chicks at the game who works for her, who told her,
like,
yo,
away.
Cops are here.
Don't come, don't do it. So she flies off to, where's she from, Copenhagen? Something like that?
Her mother's house, I think?
Colorado?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. And, you know, and then, like, she escapes, but then they find her anyway and arrest her. So, yeah. Hey, special guest star Evan for our podcast. What's up, Evan? How you doing? Say hi to the audience.
Oh no, he's gone.
I heard him say hi.
Nope, he's gone, friend.
Oh
What
no.
do you call it?
I heard him say hi, and I was like, all right, cool. And it's just like, oh, never mind. He's gone forever.
Gone forever. Bye, friend.
Bye, friend. We love you, Evan. It's like I can still hear him now.
Yeah, at that point we kind of wrap back to where the movie had began, because it's told in like a flashback type form. The movie begins with her telling about
I was
like
about
the
to say
story.
Memento, but no.
No. It starts off
Finding
with
Dory.
her talking about like her Olympic experience, and then that failing. Then like next scene is her being like woken up by the FBI and arrested, looking for a lawyer.
Because they're raiding her house or wherever she's living.
So we're slowly starting to figure out what happened during the time where she ran like poker games. And while Idris Elba, a lawyer, by the way, Idris Elba is in this movie and he's great.
When is he not great? Let's be real here.
So it's great. He's trying to like put up a defense and trying to figure out all the stuff, and as he's figuring stuff out, we're figuring stuff out as the audience. So that's kind of like the way that it's all set up. Like the A plot is obviously the poker games that she's run. I think the B plot would probably be her relationship with her dad and how that's affecting her mental state, and like how like everything like led up to this. C plot's probably Idris Elba like deciding to like be her lawyer and all that stuff.
And defending her and shit.
Yeah, like there's a lot going on in the movie. Very easy to follow
There's a
though,
lot.
because it's directed beautifully. I think it was what Aaron Sorkin did this one.
Something like that. I think it
I
was.
think he was the director.
Oh,
Honestly, he did
you're
a
already
good
at the next
job.
mission. I'm over here killing time.
Yeah, dude, I'm
I didn't know
waiting
you were
for
already there.
Okay, man. You're like, I'm gonna
Rude,
hit the
I
goal.
know.
It's like, all right, I'm just gonna be here. We're just waiting.
We be out here.
We be out here. Just wait till you see what I'm doing. It's because I'm bored.
Oh, are you juggling?
Nah. I mean,
Are
I
you
was,
juggling
but
Seeker
nah.
Mines again?
I was.
Are you juggling
but
mines
I'm not
again? Oh, jeez. Les, I told you, don't juggle explosives. It's dangerous.
Yeah, but like, if you're good at it, it's fine.
Wacky inflatable tube, man. Look at him. Look at him. So
Love it.
wacky.
All right, bye.
Alright, let's do this. So yeah, so now we're on the case, her case of you know,
We need you to get them out of there.
defending, because they're saying like, oh, she held a poker game recently, and then she's saying like, oh, she hasn't held a poker game in like
2 years.
so long. Oh boy,
My goodness.
that was very close. That was unsettlingly close.
That hit me directly.
Oh, did it? Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't do damage, but still. Shocking. The rocket's coming right at you.
Honestly,
They hit me with that precision.
anything
airstrike.
coming right at you. Precision airstrike. So yeah. So it who in the oh, what's up?
No, Herbert, I don't say it enough. I truly appreciate your build giving me some bonus armor. Keep me alive.
That's what I'm here for. No heals. I'm gonna let you deal with the guy. I'm gonna deal with the box. Box is
Got
dealt
him.
with. Alright, cool. So yeah, so it's just a crazy movie. You know, the movie ends up with like basically, I would say almost like a miracle, in the sense that like she doesn't end up going to jail, and like the reason I forgot what the judge says is the reasoning, but I was just like, oh, well now, it's a whole miracle. She
like
finally
he had to judge whether or not there was criminality involved, you know.
Secure the building.
Yeah, and he's just like, I mean, not to me. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Nice try though.
You did get to see how like the justice system kind of like did not work in her favor,
Yeah.
but then did work in her favor, because that's just how things work. It was a little weird, but I will say like it was a good story through and
is
through.
blind.
I mean, we all know that's a lie, but oh my goodness, they are being very savage. Herbert.
Yeah.
Herbert,
Yeah.
they're attacking you. They hit me real hard.
I'm trying to hit this doggo. Which I did.
Almost dead.
Oh wait, shit, it's not dead. There it is. Now it's dead. Alright, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's
go.
on Netflix. You can catch it.
It's a good watch. I really like the movie.
I think it was like
Actually,
it was almost 3 hours long.
yeah, it was a long movie, but it's like it's not a boring 3 hours.
It's not.
In no way, shape, or
Definitely
form. No. It keeps you entertained, and then like I said, just the sheer amount of money thrown around is what kept me awake at night.
Damn. Do people
Like-
really live this way? Yes, yes they do.
Right? It's like,
Oh, that's another doggo. Cool, nice, neat, copy.
I think
Exactly.
what was, I don't want to throw like names like to get wrong names out there, but I remember when we looked it up afterwards, we looked because there were certain names that were given when she wrote the book, because this is a book. She wrote a book about it, and there were certain names that she did include that we now know did attend the game, certain high-profile names. I don't remember exactly. I just remember that when we read some of the names, we're like, what?
Yo, one of them was A-Rod.
It was A-Rod. Yes, that was one of them. It's like, what? And I forgot. No, I would say, was A-Rod the one that we thought brought the Monet? We're like, nah, that wouldn't be A-Rod.
Oh no. He was like the head of like the New York's art scene. I think it was
some shit like
that guy. You ever wonder how like the MoMA like and the Met get like all their paintings? Yeah,
Poker
that
games.
guy.
It's poker games.
Poker games. That's how history is dealt with. Just high stakes poker.
High stakes card games. Listen, Yu-Gi-Oh got it right.
Yeah, just betting the fate of the universe on children's card games.
There's a
Yeah, man.
Black Tusk computer near your position.
That's how it
Find
goes.
it and recover any intel it contains.
Damn, I didn't know I could really learn life lessons like that from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Which, it's a hard segue, but I still wonder how in Yu-Gi-Oh! Joey won like, I think it was like $3 million, and then I know he says he saved some, but like, he saved the rest of it, but I'm pretty sure he said he spent like half on his sister's operation. And I'm like,
That's such a
what's
lie.
eye operation? What eye operation is $1.5 million? Please tell me. I need to know.
Well, if you're trying to replace your eyes with like super eyes, like eagle eyes.
God, all right, I'm about to go down.
Oh no! Ripper, don't do that.
All because they're just circling me. Oh my God! Can you not? Urgh.
Ripper, no! Wow, everything on fire.
Yeah, man.
That's rough, huh?
Okay, can I get rid of this guy at least? Let me just get rid of his
What's the
chain.
chain?
quick.
There's
Oh, and
another.
here comes the other one. And here comes the. Oh well, now his healer pack is broken. What up now? Oh my God! Can you not? Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Yep.
Yep, someone's behind me. Yep. Lens, why'd you die?
Well, I died because you didn't have enough aggro.
Well, tell Ubisoft to put in a proper aggro generator.
Just hit them harder and you'll generate aggro, bro. It worked wonders for me.
Hit them harder with a DP. Hit them harder than a DPS build when I'm a tank build. Yes, clearly, that's how that goes.
I mean, obviously, that's the answer.
Nope, I'm not starting from the beginning. Nope, walking away.
You wanna call it here, buddy?
I'm walking away.
But, friend, hang
away.
on, wait.
No,
wait,
no,
dude, come on. Like, bro, talk to me for a second. Stop walking.
No.
Listen, this is the Black Tusk. All right, they're doing bad stuff in DC. All right, it's our job. Do you see that
they can have it
on your wrist? All right. That symbol on your backpack.
You know what else?
You are a division agent.
Do you see this armband on my shoulder that says New York? That's my city. This ain't my city. I don't give a fuck. I'm out of here.
My God, no! Stop! Wait, please.
I'm out of here.
Hold it right there.
You can have this.
I couldn't stop you.
You got my shoes dirty. I'm still walking. I'm still out of here.
Come on, stop. Friend. Come on.
No.
Don't do this.
DC can just burn for like...
What happened to the order?
What order? There is no order. Stella!
You're mad dramatic.
And I think that's a good place to end it here. I think that's a good place to call it.
Yeah.
So, once again, friends, thanks for joining us. Again, really recommend Molly's Game. It's a great movie. I give it an 8 out of 10.
I give it an 8 out of 10. That's a fair score.
Sorry.
No, stop. Please. You were doing so well.
8.
Aww.
Point.
Just no. Just
0.
I swear.
3.
Oh my God.
9.
You're the worst. What does that even mean?
Out of 10.
What does that even mean?
Out of 10.
What does that even mean? The point 039. What does it even mean?
Yeah, it means it's better than an 8.0.
But like, that's such an arbitrary. You know what? I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm not even gonna talk about it.
Yeah. So, check out the movie. Check out the other stuff on Metropolis with, like, you know, Arcade, Illuminati, all that shit. Keep an eye out for our news breaks, where you see some of us just talk about breaking news and give our, like, mostly informative but somewhat opinion on those. And yeah, follow me on follow me and Lens on Twitter and Instagram. For me, it's Simon68_TKE.
For me, it's LensJ, LEHNSJ.
Yep, it's the same for both of us. It's the same name for our Twitter and Instagram. So, you know, keep it simple. So yeah, on that note, glad you could join us. Hope we gave you some thought as to, you know, wanting to check this movie out. Fuck that guy with the Monet. And we'll